Today we are checking out Mighty Long Fall by One OK Rock. This is the second time we'll be checking them out on the channel, and I'm very excited because the last song that I looked at was called Delusion All and I really enjoyed it. This was a winner of a Patreon poll. If you'd also like to vote on polls and submit a reaction request for our monthly marathon, the link to my Patreon is in the description. Okay, let's see what we have here.
This is the last one. Mighty Long Fall.
That is a really fun groove. What a voice. Wow. Very pretty song. The Linkin Park influence is very evident. A lot going on instrumentally. He has a lot of stamina vocally. This seems like the end of the concert. Yeah. The falsetto, I'm obsessed. Epic. My neck hurts from headbanging. Bringing back the breakdown, love it. Love it. The 16th notes. Wow. I am impressed by this. I really liked that. You can tell that their own souls have transcended in that performance, as well as the audience. Just letting the feedback rock. They're probably going to come back for an encore, I guess is what's happening here. One more song. One more song. Like how there's the minor chord detail in the feedback at the end there. Very cool. Subtle atmospheric touch. So, where to start with this? I really, really, really liked it. I love pop music and I love rock and metal. This sits right in between. It pretty much hits my personal taste like a bullseye. The vocals are melodic, expertly sung, emotional. There's a little bit of grit in there for edge. They're charismatic visually on stage. They move around a lot. Their facial expressions really grab you. The audio engineering on this is really excellent. I do see that it is a official DVD, so that makes sense. They've put a lot of care into the mix. You can hear all the instruments and his voice very clearly. It's a really great balance. I love the variety of melodies, little ideas here and there. It's a song that is quite accessible to the casual listener, but for music nerds like myself, there's a lot in here to enjoy also. For example, in the second verse, I think it was, you can hear cool little like rim hits and drum fills, adding a little bit of spice. It's a brief moment, but if you listen closely, it's a really pretty touch percussively. You hear that cute little thing? Very cool, you know. And then this lead guitar is really beautiful also. Yeah, the vocalist and the guitarist are playing counterpoint to each other. They're doing their own thing completely, but because what they're doing is so different, it's a pairing that hits so well. You got the guitarist doing that little na 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 na, just repeating that, kind of hanging out there, and then you have the vocalist doing his thing, and because they're also on different levels in terms of frequency, that guitar riff is quite high, and the vocalist's voice, in this case, is even lower than the guitar. So they're not interfering with each other, they have their own space. And that's a good example of great arrangement, how the sounds are arranged. There's nothing that's bumping into anything else. There's a pocket for all the pieces. The vocal melodies themselves have a lot of dynamics, good range. We get a taste of some lower notes and some highs. We also get raspier aggression. And of course, what metal fan doesn't love a breakdown? So I mentioned the 16th notes. We have a really cool transition from quarter notes to 16th notes. So rhythmically, all those things bump, 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 bump. They're quarter notes because there's 4 notes in the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we transition into diddle-diddle-diddle-dun, diddle-diddle-diddle-dun, because there's 16 of those notes in the bar as opposed to just 4. And then we could go to 8 potentially. We didn't go to 8 here, but 8 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it gives it even more impact since we've gone straight from the 4 to the 16, because that leap is quite dramatic rhythmically. And a lot of more commercial sounding pop rock bands don't usually go for those 16th note riffs because they are quite intense and they're not entirely pleasant to listeners who prefer a gentler sound. But for me, I love that these guys went there for that final breakdown. It was a bit unexpected because largely, as much as I enjoy this song, it does sit more in the poppier side of what I would listen to. So the fact that they gave me a really heavy breakdown with 16 notes at the end shows that they do have a really heavy edge to their sound, and that makes me very interested. So I could be potentially looking at a new favorite here. The only thing that I could maybe complain about is a little nitpick about the chord progression in the chorus. It's a variation of a chord progression that's a little overused. I think it's 6-4-1-3, and it's a pretty chord progression, but it's used in a lot of mainstream songs. However, I don't really want to complain about that too much because, like I said, there is a nice contrast between the nerdy musical details in the verses and the simplicity of the chorus with its somewhat basic chord progression and extended chords and catchy melody. It's a great formula, simple enough, but it does hit, especially live. So I am curious to check out more of their studio stuff too, to see how I feel about that. Let me know if you have any recommendations. Let's check out the lyrics to see what the song is about. Okay, so from what I can gather, the mighty long fall in this song is referring to the fall that one experiences when they're in love, and then the love ends suddenly. The fall from the top to the bottom, spiritually and emotionally. The chorus goes, "It's a mighty long fall when you thought love was the top. Oh no, it's a wake-up call. It seems like gravity keeps pulling us back down. It's a mighty long fall when you know time is up." Yeah, it sort of makes sense with the music. There is that emotion kind of giving a sense of the love, and then we have the breakdown, which is the fall. And that could just be luck, or it could be an intentional musical choice by them. I'm willing to bet it's the latter. Stylistically, the way the lyrics are written are not blowing my mind. The language is quite simple, does the trick for sure, but I feel like I wouldn't really be missing out on much if I didn't know exactly what the song is about. You could probably even gather it from the music itself without looking at the lyrics, which is not a bad thing. It's a beautifully self-contained track. I'm obsessed. Let me know what you thought of this song and my analysis, and join me on Patreon if you'd like to contribute to polls and submit your own reaction request. Feel free to check out my reaction database spreadsheet in the description also if you'd like to see a link to every single song I've covered on the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Ohak Cade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Valkada. There's a link to our music down below too. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much and take care.